All right, we're going to go over how to enter a message, how to edit a message, and then how to set up some of the parameters of the messages, some of the settings. If we hit this V design right up here, this is a home. That was a home screen before that we come to. We start a new message. We click up here. Now it gives the message its name. It's a random number. We want to erase that and give our new message a name. All right. We click that arrow twice and that will hold the shift. So all will have our uppercase letters. So we'll call this line 11. All right. Now our width is the total width of our code that we're going to be using. Now we're going to go with a 5-inch window to put our code within. All right, so there's our width. Printhead we can't change. That's the one that's connected. Okay, so now you see we have Pro 1, Pro 2. Those are our 2 half-inch lines of print that we can put into there. All right. So we come up and hit this ruler with the pencil. All right, now the first thing we're going to put in is text. All right, so we come down here and hit text as an object. All right, now we just click in that screen anywhere. Now it brings up, now static test is just what it puts in there to fill the space. Click this twice, make sure they're capital letters, and then we're going to type in our use by, user freeze by. Then we want a colon. There's no colon out there, so we hit this and we put in our colon. That's all of our text. So we hit our enter key. That's all of our text we can put in right now anyway. So we come down, hit our enter. All right, then it's going to come down, put that in the box. So now we can drag this to where we want it. We can use the shading on the left-hand side of the screen to kind of get that print exactly where we want, but we can move that anywhere within that box. So we hit this up here again, and now we want to put in the date. So we hit this date time. Once again, click on the screen where we want to put the message in there. Now that's the formats. There's a bunch of different formats for a bunch of different date codes, time codes you can put in here. We are looking for month, month, day, day, year, year, year with slashes in it. So there it is. So we tell it, all right, it's going to be units by the day, and the expiry time is 24 days. So we tell it 24 days. So that's going to take today's date, add 24 days to it, and put it in there. The roll mode is if we want that to roll over at 1 o'clock in the morning instead of midnight or something like that. But if you don't use that, the roll hours are 0 and the roll mode is none. All right, so now that's there. We can drag that back up there. And again, if you use your alignment shadow on the left, you can get that thing lined up pretty close to where you want it to go. All right, so we hit this again. Now we want more text. We come down here, click in there, hit OK. All right, there's our static text. We delete that, hit that twice so we get all capital letters. We got our EST, we get our period, space, our code here. All right, now that's all the text for this area. So we come down here and we click the arrow or the check mark. It's right in there, so hit OK, and we'll move that up. There we go. That's where we want it. And we've got one more thing we want to put in, or 2 more things actually. We want to put in the time. So if we hit this, now we go date and time again. Click right here. Now we want the hours and minutes. So the correct code for that is capital H, colon lowercase m lowercase m. So find that down there, hit that. All right, everything's good in there like it is. Hit OK. Now we put our time in there. All right. Now the only other thing we want to put in there is our line 11. So that's just text. So we hit text. Erase that. Caps lock again. Line 11. Hit our check mark. OK. And we put that where we want it. All right, so that's our code. Now we need to put all this same information down here into the second printhead. So, all right, so here's how we do this. We click on each individual field that we put in before. There's our user freeze by, and we hit this little two boxes. That's a clone. Come down, hit OK. Puts it in the exact same spot in printhead 2. So we do that for the date. Hit OK. We do that for our EST number here. Clone. OK. Moves it down there. Do it for our time. Clone. Moves it down there. All right. And lastly for our line. And we move that down there. All right. So there's our code. It's on both lines. Let's go ahead and save that just in case we make a mistake and we can come back to this. So hit we save, and now it's saved. Okay, now we're going to save that, and we're going to hit these three dots and hit save as. You see where it says line 1 copy. We're going to hit a space and make this line 1 or line 11 copy 2. That way, if something gets messed up, somebody changes a message, we've got an extra one saved inside of there. All right. So now, let's go back to the home screen. All right. Now, when we got our messages we want to print, we hit this arrow right here, over here, like the play button. It says processing. Now it's ready. Now it's going to print. Should have a green light on your alarm light. All this information is going to be printed. You got printhead 1, printhead 2, time, date. Now there is going to we're telling this thing to print twice per each detect signal that we're getting. So we got to come in here. Our delay before we're going to put at a 4 inches. So that tells me as soon as it tells me to print, I'm going to wait about 4 inches. All right, that'll put me my first print right in the center of the package. Okay, so I put this up here, delete this, I put in 4. Okay, now my fixed length tells me when from the first start when I printed, when should I print again, and we want that at 5 inches. So that's what we're at down there, right at 5 inches. So 5 inches after it starts printing the first message, it will start printing the second message. Then we have this disable sensor. You don't really need to worry about that, but what that says is for 10 inches after it gets a trigger, it will not accept another trigger. All right. All right, now those were the settings for printhead 1. We also need to make those same changes for printhead 2. So we come over here to the right, click on that cog. Now it says head 2. So we're going to change these to a 4. Enter. There you go. Our disable, our fixed length. And remember, if we need more space between the prints, we increase that fixed length number. There's number 1 again, number 2, they're the same. All right, that's what we're looking for. All right, now what we want to look at is this file right up here. This is going to show you what you have in memory. So we have line 11, we have line 11 copy, and line 11 copy 2. those three are all the same. And we click on there, it gives you a preview. The reason we save 3 is just in case somebody gets in there, messes with one, changes it. Instead of you reprogramming it, you just recall one we have. Select one and hit open. Brings it right in. You come over, you'll hit your green arrow, and you're ready to print. So we do this. If I want to print that default message, I select it. Boom. Now that's going to be printed. So if I want to come back over, select one of the 3 messages we just saved in there. Right there. Hit open. And now that message is going to be selected. Then we hit our print. Processing. And then we'll be green light and ready to go. All right. Now, we've got our 2 messages. Everything looks good. We go to our home key. We're going to save all that stuff just to make sure. All right, it went to start the printing again, so we'll hold off on that. Now you see our green bars there. That tells us how much ink we have left in this system. So we have 39 milliliters and 39 milliliters. All right, now let's check out our settings. So we come back in here, we stop the print, and we hit settings. You have to stop the print to get into this window. I see we have head 1 and head 2. The resolution we've got this set at that the QA seems to like is a 300 by 200 print matrix. Our density should be set to 2. That'll make it a little darker. Our channel, even or odd, does not matter. Our direction is important. And we come down to right and left reversed. If for some reason your print is printing backwards or upside down, something strange, come into this window and then that's why you'll fix that. You'll see our delay before, disable sensor, everything is still in there. Everything else you just leave just the way it is. All right, well, so we'll come down to printhead 2. We're going to change that to that, change that to a 2, even, and right to left reverse. Everything else should be the same. All right, now we're going to come down. All right, now this is our encoder and photo eye settings. Over on the left here, we have our encoder. On line 11, it's external. We're running an encoder that's rolling right on the film. So I'm going to turn that to external. And our pulses is 1800. Our diameter of our wheel is 62 millimeters. And leave that at none. Nothing else in here needs to be changed. Now our photo eye is external, because we're getting that trigger from the machine itself whenever it cuts. Our repeat sensor should be 1 because we're printing twice. We're repeating 1 time. So external and 1. Make sure this is set to sensor and not continuous. You do not want continuous print. All right. Very important. So we come down here. Our next set of settings. Really the only thing you're going to change ever in this area is possibly your date on daylight savings time. You see where it says date there. But everything else is going to remain the same. You can change your font, your language, the type of keyboard, some different regions and stuff in there. But most of this you're never ever going to change except possibly that date. And if you need to change that date, just click over onto the right of that and change the date and the time. All right, next level of settings. All right, this is just for your plug that's in the machine. You guys will never use this. All right, this is telling you on your ink low. At 5 milliliters, it's going to give you an ink low. At 0.4 milliliters, it's going to say your ink is out. So that's going to take you from a yellow light to a red light, and you can adjust those if needed. All right, now this is for interface, if you're hooking up a computer to the printer itself. Right here, if you want to hook your printer to your network, it has an IP address, which you can go right into, log into, and make these changes just like you're in front of the machine. All right. Now we come down to here. This just tells you all the different languages that are preloaded into the machine. You can see on the right hand side you can delete these. If you're not going to use them, you need more memory for messages, you can delete them. Then on your text here, that just gives you different fonts. If there's a certain font that you have to have, you can actually download new fonts into the system. So that's all your settings inside of here. Everything looks good. Your printheads are enabled. That's very important. Click, and there's our message. Make sure that loop is enabled always. Got to be enabled. If that is not on, it will only print one time and not print continuously. So you want to make sure that loop is blue. You got the loop. All right, now this was set up for the wrapper. So if you have any other applications, we're going to set up some messages and some videos for those also. So, but if you do have any other things that you want to know about, let us know and we can make a video that specifically looks at that particular application. So if you need anything else, please give us a call. Thank you guys very much.